With more than 3,200 confirmed monkeypox cases reported in nearly 50 countries, the World Health Organization met to consider whether to classify the ongoing monkeypox outbreak outside of the traditional endemic areas in Africa as a global emergency.
WHO Chief Tedros Adhanom Ghebreyesus convened an emergency committee under the Article 48 of the International Health Regulations. The meeting is open only to the members and advisors of the emergency committee. Over 3,200 confirmed cases and one death have now been reported to WHO from 48 countries and regions this year. The meeting is discussing public health emergency of international concern, and WHO will propose temporary recommendations on further curbing and reducing the spread of the disease and managing the global public health response. Monkeypox is a virus that can cause symptoms including fever and aches and presents with a distinctive bumpy rash. It is related to smallpox but is usually milder. It is spread by close physical contact with someone who has an active rash, so it can be relatively easily contained through such measures as self-isolation and good hygiene. The first batch of international aid arrived in Afghanistan's Khost province from Iran on Thursday, as the Taliban appealed for help from international community to provide aid for the survivors of the deadly earthquake.
The aid package, which was delivered by 2 Iranian army planes, included 600 tents, 800 blankets, medicine, and a team of Iranian Red Crescent workers, including doctors. Wednesday's quake was the country's deadliest in 2 decades. Officials warn that the already grim toll may still rise. Information remains scarce on the magnitude 6.1 earthquake near the Pakistani border. In a rare move, the Taliban Supreme Leader, Haibatullah Akhundzada, who almost never appears in public, pleaded with the international community and humanitarian organizations to help the Afghan people. The state-run Bahtar news agency, which reported the death toll, also says an estimated 1,500 more were injured in the quake. In the first independent count, the United Nations Office for the Coordination of Humanitarian Affairs says around 770 people had been killed in Paktika in neighboring Khost province. It is not clear how the totals were arrived at, given the difficulties of accessing and communicating with the affected villages tucked into remote mountainsides. UN agencies and other organizations still operating in Afghanistan says they sent supplies to the area, including medical kits, tents, and plastic tarps.
Da